Hey guys, it's VTV, and today I'm going to be showing you how to restore your headlights for cheap. So the first method we have is toothpaste, second is a TikTok hack, and third is a Temu product. And we're going to see if those actually work. Stay tuned. So I'm going to be showing you how you can get your headlights from this to this, which it's still not perfect, but it is a lot better, especially for the price of how much I got it for. Well, I'm talking either toothpaste, TikTok, or Temu. You have to see though. So let's just get to the first hack, toothpaste. First method that I'll be using, or hack that I'll be busting, is the toothpaste method, which got my toothpaste, got my rag. You also need some soapy water. So let's get into it. So this is what the headlight looks like in comparison to this one. You can clearly see it's much more dirtier and fogged up. The first step is to get your rag and then put it in the hot soapy water, or just soapy water, and clean it. Just to get the residue off and all the dirt. Step 2 is to simply apply the toothpaste, which I don't know how much left this one has, but we will start applying it. Now you can also have some protection if you want to just protect the paint job, but I don't think toothpaste is going to do all that much, and I'm going to try to get as much as possible not to touch the paint. And the next step is to just pretty much spread out the toothpaste with the rag that you used, or you can get a new one, whatever you want to do. So I'll do that now. So you want to do this in a circular motion, and then make sure you just spread it around everywhere. I've done that until you cannot see like the circular motions of the toothpaste there, and as you can see it looks better, but that's not the real test of this method. The last step is to grab a rag with the soapy water, and just to clean off the excess toothpaste that's on there, as well as the toothpaste that got left in your car, because you don't want to damage your paint. So now just grab a dry rag and just wipe it off, dry it. There you go, already looks a lot better. I'll just bring the before and after. Instantly looks better, but the real test is to see how long it can last for. So I'll see you guys in a couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe even days. We'll see how good this method works, and then we'll compare it to the other methods.
2 weeks later.
Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks, and as you can see the oxidation is still there, but it is a bit better because it's not as yellow as it was. But it still didn't work completely, so we are going to go to the next step. So clearly this hack has not worked with the toothpaste, and this next step to how to restore your headlights cheap is actually from the TikTok account. Now this guy originally uploaded on his account but then deleted it. I wonder why, but don't worry guys, I found it on another TikTok account, and here are the ingredients. So he says that you only need these 3 ingredients, which are oranges, bicarbonated soda or baking soda, basically the same thing, and then WD-40. And for the equipment that you need, 2 gloves, napkins, or paper towel, a toothbrush, a cloth, cling wrap, and masking tape. But I'll explain this one later.
How to restore headlights. To restore your headlights with 3 simple steps. What you want to do is put some WD-40 on there. You want to make sure that WD-40 gets into the surface or your headlights.
So as you can see, he said to use WD-40 on headlights without even protecting his paint at all with anything, which, by the way, WD-40 can damage your paint. So that's why I'm using masking tape to just cover it up a little bit so it doesn't damage as much, or just wipe it off immediately before it sinks in and damages your paint. I'm unsure about this one, but we'll see how it works. So as you can see, it's all masked up just in case it gets on the paint, and if it does, I'll just wipe it off quickly. But what he does basically is he just puts WD-40 straight onto headlights. No protection, so let's do it. I quickly went to just grab a cloth because I'm not liking how it's getting on the paint. And I'm just going to wipe that off. Once you got the WD-40 on, you just want to brush it with the toothbrush, just everywhere.
Have an orange. You can use this orange, and I got some baking soda. You want to put it on there just like that. Put some, look at that sizzle of that orange, the citrus. That's what's gonna help fight all that grime, or how you call it, all that excess dirt you have on your headlights. So once it's like that, you're just going to slap it on there just like this. Always wear protecting gloves, have your glasses, you don't want this falling in your eyes.
So the next step is to put your protective equipment on, gloves, because you obviously don't want to hurt the poor car with it, even though you're putting WD-40 on it. Anyways, that's what he says. And then he says to add the bicarb onto the orange, but while squeezing it so you get the juice. So he says just to squeeze it so you get the juice coming out, and then put the bicarb on. So just like that. So you want to squeeze it so like the orange juice kind of goes in with the baking soda or carbonated soda. So then I think it creates a chemical effect which then cleans it. So let's do it. And now you want to make sure you apply it with a circular motion. So kind of like that.
Now let's put some of that juice. We scrape it over.
And he says to squeeze the juice onto the headlights. And then do the same thing with the second slice of orange that you have apparently.
Once it's dissolved, we're gonna clean our hands. We're gonna use some saran wrap paper, slap it in there, just like that. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna leave it there for about, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and give it a look.
And then once you're done with the orange, he says something like saran wrap or something. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna use cling wrap because it looks like cling wrap. and just put it over there and rest it for 5 or 10 minutes, which he only does for 5 because he says he only does it for 5. So let's do it. So I'll just be back in 5 minutes.
Right, it's been about 5 minutes. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove this saran wrap of our headlights. Let's place it aside.
Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes and now we're gonna just take it off because that's what he says to do.
Now what you want to do is put your rag over it, and you want to get as much off of it as you can in one swipe.
And then he basically says to wipe it with a cloth so you get all the orangey stuff and the WD-40 off.
Now this is nice and clean. Let's get a napkin. Let's dry this out so you guys see what these magical 3 ingredients do. Headlights, check that out. Check how nice and done they look. Boom, yeah baby.
So I've wiped it down now. And the next step he says is to grab a napkin or a towel, paper towel, which I have here. So I'm gonna use a paper towel. Just wipe it. And there you go. There's the result of using orange WD-40 and baking soda. There. Okay, so that's the end result. And it looks pretty good so far. I think it's gonna still oxidize, or however you say it. But we'll see in 2 weeks, so I'll catch you in 2 weeks, and I'll also do a before and after, and we'll compare the toothpaste compared to this. So this is 2 weeks after the orange and baking soda. As you can see, it's still got oxidation and hasn't been cleared off, like this one here. But we're actually gonna try the next life hack or product, which is from Temu. So as you can see, this is from Temu, and this was like $9, and basically it's a headlamp repair cream, and it looks like that. And the only like directions it says is, I'll probably put it in screen on a photo. It says 1, wash the car and apply masking film. There's no masking film. And then it says wipe the lamp surface. That's not a lamp, but whatever. And then it just pretty much says to spray it on the headlines, sorry, not headlights, because it says headlines. And finish with a sponge polish, which we're just gonna use a microfiber cloth. But instead of just wiping it on there, we're gonna actually use a buffer so it completely gets the job done. And we're gonna see if this product actually works. So this was $9 on Temu, and here are the results, what it should look like. And hopefully they actually come out like that. So first of all, we're just gonna wipe it down with a microfiber cloth with just water. Once a headlight has been cleaned with a microfiber cloth or a sponge, then apply it to the actual headlights, and I'm going to apply it to the buffer. Let me just turn it on. you want to go in a circular motion. Alright, so that's done, as you can see. We've buffed it out in there, and it seems like there are like little spots, but that's from the inside. But before, when you put your hand through it, it was way more rough than it is now. If it's smooth, that means that the oxidation may not return, because that was the main problem in the first place. Little grits and then like dirt getting into the actual headlight, but we'll see what happens in 2 weeks. Alright, so once it's all buffed out, we will get again a microfiber cloth, then wet it, and then just wipe all the residue and all that out of it. And yeah, that's done after you wiped all the white residue off the headlights and the car paint. And I'll see you in 2 weeks to see the results. So this is 2 weeks later after doing the Temu thing with the buffer. And I'd say it did actually help. It's a lot less orange, and there is some oxidation still left. But to get rid of that, I think you would have to use sandpaper. But I'm actually going to get a kit from Super Cheap Auto and see how that compares to the Temu one, if it's any better or not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you leave a comment on what you would like to see next. And I think I'm going to be doing Temu products next. And just seeing how to restore the car with it, and see if they actually work or if they're a scam. So stay tuned for that as well. And yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.